Hey guys, my name's Gerschwitz and welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'll be answering your questions that you asked after my channel update video. So let's jump into it. The first question is from K&J on Discord, who asks, what's your favorite profile that you use regularly? Well, on my home system, I tend to use a modified version of Cobalt that uses light grey as the background. And on my workstation behind me, you can see I'm using Cyberpunk, as generally I'll try to use whatever I'm designing at the time. The next question is from Tyler Flower on Discord, who asks, this is probably a strange question, but considering you work with peripherals a lot, what would be your recommended process for keeping them clear, or how do you keep them clean? Generally, I'll go over them first with a feather duster to get rid of all the white stuff, but if I have to do any heavy cleaning, I'll take the keycaps off and put them in a bowl of warm water, maybe with a bit of hand soap. I've also found this small brush from a dollar store, which is really good at getting in between all the key switches. Then, to finish off, I might wipe it down with a slightly damp cloth, especially for the aluminium-based boards like the K70, the K95 Platinum, or the K100. The next question is from Prometheus on Discord, who asks, how do you start making profiles? Do you have an end goal vision or something? Because I've tried to make some and they end up looking like a finger painting, but yours flow so nicely. Well, first of all, thanks for the compliment, Prometheus. As for how you start, generally, come up with an effect in your mind that you like the look of. My first was the Knight Rider, wave back and forth, and then try and work towards that. Another good bit of advice I have is to download one of mine and pull that apart and see how that works, and that might help you a great deal in getting started. As for if I have an end goal vision, yes and no. So sometimes I'll just start with a set of colors and I'll try and work them together until I come up with something I like. Other times I have an exact specification in mind that I'm trying to design to. As for getting them to flow nicely, generally the more layers you have of similar colors, so maybe lighter or darker variations of each, you'll tend to blend things better than if you use a lot of loud colors or a lot of clashing colors. So try that out and hope that helps. The next question is from Big Nose on YouTube, who asks, been using your Christmas profile for a few years now. Love it. Thanks, man. Also, do you have any hand in the SDK Profiles, or is that more done at the game developer's side? I love using the custom game profiles, but would love to see way more of them out there, as not too many games support it. First of all, Big Nose, I agree. I would love to see more too. So, in terms of the SDK profiles, everything that uses a profile, I've designed. Games that don't use a profile, like Terraria, Diablo 3, or Mortal Kombat, they're done on the developer side. But for the ones with profiles, called iCUE integrations specifically, I create all of those. The next question is from Chief T on Discord, who asks, what is the process that goes into making an integration for a certain game? Well, to generalize a little bit, because they vary quite a lot, Corsair will form a partnership with the game developer. We'll then ask for what events they'd like highlighted, and they'll provide a list. Myself and one other will then play through either a demo of the game or watch footage from a demo within the game, and we'll develop our own list of events that we'd like highlighted. I'll then go through and merge the two lists into one master profile list of sorts. And then from there, the developer will go and implement the hooks required, and I'll go design the profiles, with the end result being a game that hooks into iCUE, telling it when to play what profiles. As a follow-up question, Chief T asks, what stops you from integrating iCUE lighting on certain games? Is it because of the engine, because other companies already did integrations with them, or any other reasons? Well, I don't think we've ever not done an integration because of the engine. We have integrations running on both Unity and Unreal. Sometimes it is because other companies have integrations with them already, and sometimes the game developer just doesn't want an integration with their game. There's a myriad of reasons, and I can't necessarily go into all of them, but hope that clears it up. The next question is from Ethereal on Discord, who asks, when did you decide you wanted to create profiles for a living? I don't know that I actually decided at a point. I just kind of enjoyed it enough to keep going, and eventually it turned into a job, so I'm very thankful for that. The next question is from iSpies on Discord, who asks, how long have you been with Corsair, and how has Corona/lockdown affected your relationship with the company? Well, I've been with Corsair full-time since April of 2018, but I've been doing contract work with them since December of 2014. So, quite a while. As for how lockdown and the coronavirus has affected my relationship with the company, I've been working from home for the last 4 or 5 years already, so the lockdown didn't really affect me at all. But I did get extremely busy over the corona lockdown period, so it's actually the busiest I've ever been working at the company. The next question is from Zipper on Discord, who asks, how do you currently feel working at Corsair? Do you miss creating profiles just as a hobby? Absolutely. Yeah, I deeply miss the creative aspect, not just of the profile creation itself, but the video editing as well. And I especially love learning new skills around video editing, which I haven't been able to do very much of. As for how I currently feel working at Corsair, I love my job and I love being able to work with these games companies on their integrations, but it is very stressful at times, and I do suffer from a bit of burnout here and there. The next question is from Ethereal on Discord, who asks, weekly profiles when? Now, this is a bit of a personal joke between me and the mod team. Back from when I had a Patreon, this was one of the goals. So I think you'll find though that with the game integrations, I'm actually nearly double for this year, because we did 70 profiles for Hyperscape, 14 for Ghost Runner, 3 for Ember, 3 for Fogs, not to mention the 300 or so that we have for indie partnerships. So I'm kind of already doing it. Kind of. The last question is from That's Dirty on Discord, who asks, when will we get a Lunar specific channel? Lunar, for those unaware, is my 1-year-old cavoodle that I have with my partner. She's fantastic, and as for a specific channel, we already have one. It's called Main. But seriously, just ask me to post a photo and I will. I just don't feel like creating a specific channel for something that I'm just going to spam. That's all I have for now. Thank you to those who submitted questions. Hopefully I answered them adequately. Please subscribe to the channel. We have a pack of cyberpunk profiles releasing soon. You won't want to miss that. Please comment and like the video so YouTube thinks this channel isn't dead yet. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.